Good day, Doc Mardie. I am Rona Codilia Casinginan, currently connected as a volunteer teacher in San Vicente II National High School, Tagbinas, Surigao del Sur. Now, as part of the requirements of this course, Graduate Research Seminar, I wanted to present to you my study entitled Site Location of Students Using GIS Techniques to Aid the Distribution of Modules to Household Level. Before we go any further of my study all about, based on my chosen review and related literature, they are focuses on the study with regards to the implementation and evaluation of GIS-based application inside the classroom only that being addressed this study to teachers and students. The researchers on this study having the same approaches, which is specifically knowing the site location that produce final roadmap and illustrates how the GIS can be used in accessing the current state of education and also in locating the probable places in specified location or area. Focuses only on GIS teaching and successful learning of students based on the perspective of output of technology in support of education. Why is it that my research proposal has been considered as a unique study? Since I have read and summarized that their own research came up with the scope and limitations, limited only on specific areas and implementations and capabilities of the technology used for mapping. The analysis of the gap is they don't mention with regards to the exact site location of the household level of the students for the identification of students' location. Household mapping to aid the distribution of modules as learning distance modality plays an important role in this aspect, especially in this time of pandemic. This will really a big help to the school, especially to the teachers, wanted to distribute modules to their students, an easy way to locate the household of the students using GIS techniques. A little bit background of GIS, or what we call Geographic Information System, has been listed among the 25 most important developments which have affected the life of humanity in the 20th century. GIS has revolutionized the methods and dimensions of spatial analysis, resulting in a dramatic change in the direction of geography and become a major component in other disciplines with a spatial component. These are the biology, political science, urban planning, geology, sociology, etc. It has also led to significant reforms in geographic education. The use of GIS in geographic education first began at the university level. The number of the programs which were offering GIS lessons, especially in the US and Canadian universities, is in the beginning of 1980s. GIS has now become an integral part of geography departments in most universities in the said countries. Even in the Philippines, most of the universities that deals with remote sensing and engineering activities were now adopting GIS, with some offering specific degrees in GIS or Geographic Information Science at the undergraduate, masteral, and doctoral level. The adoption of the use of GIS in secondary education are related to three major obstacles. Number one, technical factors of the availability of the hardware, software, and data. Number two, lack of teacher training and curriculum materials. Number three, systematic issues that encourage or discourage innovation in education. So some of additional obstacles were mentioned in other studies as the lack of time for teachers to learn GIS and use it for their class activities and use new technologies, and also the difficulty in using GIS software. So the question is it possible to apply it in the secondary education? Is it achievable? And a big yes, despite the fact that every individual, especially in secondary education, is new to GIS. I am still pursuing this study as it may be a stepping stone to adopt new technology and way of learning about GIS. Education is an inherent part of any civil society. Proper education facilities generate the high quality human resource for any nation. Therefore, the government needs an efficient system that can help it in analyzing the current state of education and its progress. It also needs a system that can support in decision making and policy framing. Geographic information system can serve the mission requirements not only for government but also for the general public. GIS is a collection of tools and techniques that works on the geospatial data and is used in the analysis and decision making. GIS is required for very diverse fields from government to common public, from commercial to social service, from science to defense. Today, location component of the data become very important. It is estimated that 80% of the data contains spatial aspect. Availability of location data have increased exponentially due to the growth in the field of remote sensing, global positioning system, or what we call the GPS. That GPS enabled smart devices like Android phones and map your location and destination. Now, most of people, facilities, and phenomena can be referenced by the location. This study is required an amount of collective data. It will be collected from different sources like participatory survey, which initially collects spatial data. Spatial means geographic data that obtain information of the desired subject of this study, which are the students. The spatial data to be collected here at the geographic coordinates of the student's household, such as latitude and longitude, distance of the student's house to the school and to the nearest commodities, and also the identification of students' household, which will be utilized as reference in the distribution of module, especially in this time of pandemic. This approach is a beginning in learning this new technology to aid the developments in the school, one of which is the school mapping. With this, it helps the school to integrate its development by just using GIS. GIS, in this case, will provide visualization tool and also help in planning and decision making. It could be used in the infrastructure development and upgradation of schools by combining several indicators. It provides tools and techniques that handle education from geographic perspective. Many times, it helps the officials when they required support for making decisions like, is there a requirement of new school? What should be the location of new school? Is there proper space for each student in the existing school? In making what-if analysis, GIS is basically a special type of information system. It is an organized system for collection, organization, storage, and communication of geographic information. In connection to my study, this GIS approach will surely make an ace to teachers in locating the address of the students and estimate the distance between the school and students' location using this technology. That ends of my report. Thank you for listening.